Do G-4 visa holders have to pay U.S. capital gains tax on the sale of securities? That is, from the sale of stocks, bonds, and mutual funds? The answer is absolutely yes. Today we'll be talking about those rules and also give you some tax tips on potentially how to reduce your capital gains tax. Hi, I'm Dale Mason. And here are the rules with regard to the capital gains tax. If you're a G-4 visa holder and you're working and living in the United States, spending more than 182 days in the U.S. in the calendar year, then you are subject to capital gains tax on your full worldwide sales of securities. Again, that's stocks, bonds, and mutual funds located anywhere in the world. Now, most G-4 visa holders will meet these criteria and will be subject to the U.S. capital gains tax. The tax is a flat 30% on capital gains in excess of capital losses. These net capital gains are reported on Form 1040-NR on page 4 of that form, not on page 1 of the form, but on page 4 of that form. If you don't believe me, check out the IRS post on their website. I've given you a link in the notes below. So, if you're subject to capital gains tax on the sale of securities anywhere in the world, here are some tax planning pointers. Since capital gains in excess of capital losses are only subject to tax, consider combing through your portfolio at year-end and figuring out which of those securities may have some built-in capital losses. Sell those securities to offset the losses against the gains in order to reduce your overall 30% tax. If you hold your investment portfolio abroad, and that foreign country where you hold it also taxes you on the sale of securities, consider moving that portfolio to the U.S. in order to avoid the tax by the foreign country. Lastly, if you are considering adjusting your immigration status from G-4 visa holder to green card holder, consider delaying the triggering of capital gains tax until you obtain your green card. That way, as a resident of the U.S., you may be subject to only capital gains tax at a rate of 15% rather than 30%. As a caveat to what I've just said, you always need to seek assistance from a professional when it comes to your own fact pattern, your own tax situation. So please do that before you proceed with any of these tax planning strategies. Thank you very much for listening.